Hi, I'm Jessica here at Nautilus Mission Control at the Inner Space Center in Rhode Island. And we're here today with Nicole Raineault, who is currently in the studio on the Nautilus right now. So welcome, Nicole. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I wanted to start by asking you what a typical day is like for you on the Nautilus.
Well, on the Nautilus, I'm currently working as a data logger and for this leg, the data manager. So I'm pretty busy 24 hours a day. When we're getting ready to dive, I'm making up a diagram that shows exactly where on Hercules we're going to be taking samples and what kind of samples we're going to be taking so that we can keep track of all of the rock samples, gas-tight samples, and slurp samples that we're taking. Once we're all in the control van and the instruments are in the water, we're pretty much continuously making note of what we're seeing in front of you on the screen. Whenever we take a sample, it's our job to take notes on what the sample is, give it a sample number, and write down the position of that sample, and also write down where it is stored on the ROV, which is very important so that we can keep the samples separate. Once the ROVs are back on deck, my job as data manager gets really exciting. I get to go out once the vehicles are secured and take the samples from the ROV and move them into the wet lab. There I photograph each sample and we break the rock samples open using a hydraulic rock crusher. And this is very exciting because really there's just the surprise of never knowing what you'll find until you get it to the surface and start to examine it more closely.
What is it that you study? Are you collecting any data of your own on this expedition?
My studies are in geological sciences. I'm currently working on a PhD at the University of Delaware, and you know, this is a completely different environment for me to be in, so it's very exciting. I'm actually studying seafloor mapping of shallow water environments in Delaware, off the coast of Delaware and Delaware Bay. So most of those environments are covered in sediment. I'm looking at things like beaches and oyster reef, some artificial reefs, but nothing like this, nothing where you can actually see active tectonic processes. So this is very exciting for me, but it's a complete learning experience.
So I have one final question for you, and that is, what is your favorite part about life at sea?
For me, it's always been a dream to explore the ocean depths, and really I never would have imagined working with such a wonderful group of people. It really takes a diversely talented group, from the ROV engineers and pilots to the educators and scientists and crew members to put together this expedition. And the fact that we're able to get that out there to the public and share, which I think is really an important step in science, is getting what you discover out to other people so that they can build off of it and use it. And this is the one place that's allowed me to do that, and it's very exciting, and I love being out here every day.
So thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Again, I'm Jessica here at Nautilus Mission Control. Stay tuned at nautiluslive.org, and now back to the action on the ship.